Hey YouTube, it's Joey here, and let's have a talk. So recently I bought this PSOne from the Facebook Marketplace. It of course included its controller, a DualShock controller, and it included the power cable, and it included 8 games. Got a pretty good deal, at least I think so. It cost me about $360 US, and in euros it would be 296. Now, you may or may not have heard of this console before. What this basically is it is like the PlayStation 1 Slim, basically. It is significantly smaller than the original model here, as you can see. But just like the original model, it does have 2 slots for controllers and 2 slots for memory cards. And, of course, it also does have the Sony LCD screen attached to it, as you can tell. I can just pull it up right here. Here it is. Now, why do I like this thing so much, and why am I talking about it? For one, it is incredibly portable, and it is very easy to set up, very convenient, and that is what I like about this in comparison to the older model. I also like how it is a much lighter gray compared to the older model. As you can see, it is a much darker gray, and it's just a gray that I like much more. It's also the same with the controller here. So, who is this for? And why would you want this in the first place? Well, Sony did originally release this as their answer to the Game Boy, kinda. Even though it's not a handheld like the Game Boy. I guess they wanted to make something that was kind of portable, and something like that could be taken a lot of places, and that was convenient to set up and use. So, if you're someone who is out and about a lot, maybe you have a full-time job, you want to have something to game on, well, let's just assume you're interested in the PlayStation 1 in the first place, then this is definitely for you because of how portable it is and how convenient it is. You would only need to connect it to a power outlet, just pull the screen up, put a game in, turn it on, you're good to go. That is assuming you have the screen, which I would definitely recommend in that scenario. But even if, let's say, you do spend a lot of time at home, and you do have a lot of time in your hands, I'd say this is still a nice model to have, just because it doesn't take up a lot of space, and considering it literally has its own screen you can get for it, I mean, you literally don't need to hook it up to a TV, you just need to have it hooked up to a power outlet. That is what makes this thing so great to have in your setup. It doesn't take up a lot of space, really. So even for a very stationary setup, this is pretty great, right? I would definitely say, whether you are a casual who is curious about the PlayStation 1, wants to try some games on it, or if you're a collector, or maybe you wanted to get your hands on the PlayStation again because you're nostalgic about it, you want to relive your childhood, play your childhood games again. This is so great because it's so easy to use, it's so convenient, it takes no time to set up, like I've said so many times before now. And honestly, I can't really think of many reasons why you wouldn't pick this one up, because I feel like now that we live in an era where technology is supposed to get smaller, but where home consoles now are getting bigger somehow, this is kind of a relic. You don't really get this a lot in gaming anymore, well, except for maybe the Switch. So, where can you buy this thing? What places would I recommend you go to? Well, I guess for one, you can of course go look in flea markets. You can get lucky. Or maybe even game stores, they may have some of these. Who knows? I mean, there are of course physical places you could go to find these. That's always a possibility, but if we're talking online, and this is also where I definitely would look, there are, for instance, of course there are eBay, and there are the Facebook Marketplace, where I got this one from, and then there is a website called Lucky Games. Then if you only wanted to get the screen, you can also check eBay and the Facebook Marketplace. They are your best bets there, I'd say. There you go, and I'll make sure to leave a link to all of these in the description. I would definitely say eBay is your very best bet. I also forget, you can also buy this on Amazon, but it is pretty damn pricey if you do. So, and I don't know if I would recommend it unless you happen to be really wealthy and you know you could afford it, but it definitely is kind of expensive to buy it there, so you might want to go with eBay. All the other options are secondary. Now the screen itself, if you had to buy it separately, you can get it brand new, but it's also going to be expensive, of course, and I'm talking eBay right now. There's always that guarantee that when you buy something new, it's most likely going to work. It's going to last for a long time, of course, so maybe you won't if you have the money for it. But saying you don't, you can of course be lucky to find listings that do include the screen with the PSOne itself. So if you look hard enough, you can definitely find some good deals, I'm sure. Or deals that'll pass at the very least. So I decided to turn it on and play a game real quick just to show you that it does in fact work. It may seem kind of bright, obviously. It's gonna be hard to tell, but the screen is pretty good. It's pretty sharp. I like that. Again, the fact that it's a small screen does help. Now I gotta admit, I don't know if I would play co-op with someone with a small screen, just because I feel like it may be a little too small for that. But then again, I might be talking too soon because, well, obviously I haven't tried it. So I am playing as Ardigalia, who just so happens to be wielding a red lightsaber. Which I believe she does in the comics as well, at one point, at least in the expanded universe. Of course, I don't know if she does in canon. Then again, I don't know if she appears in any other canon material than Revenge of the Sith, so I guess I haven't really kept that much out, but canon, not even the EU, so that is what it is. I'm just rambling on now, but as you can clearly see, it clearly does work. So, if you couldn't tell throughout this video up until now, I love this damn thing. I think it's a great concept, and I wish Sony did some more of this. Of course, they did come out with the PS2 Slim, and it did get a portable screen, but not an official one from Sony. It was from a third-party company called Joytech, and if I can get my hands on that, I could show it to you, but we'll see. It's kind of tricky right now, especially considering that I've got issues with eBay and stuff like that, so well, we'll just have to wait and see. I know there's also a portable screen for the GameCube. There may be some for other consoles as well that I'm not aware of. I know there are also more modern portable screens for more modern consoles as well, so I may look into getting that as well. I do hope Sony does consider releasing a PlayStation 5 Slim. They most likely will, but hopefully it is at least so as portable as, or I guess as small as the PS4 Slim is. Just, if they could release something that's smaller, something more designed to be taken places, then I think that would really get me into the PlayStation 5 platform. It's what got me into the Switch, the fact that it is so portable. I mean, it's even more portable than the PS1 with the screen and everything, but that's a whole different matter. I might actually make an entirely different video dedicated to the Switch, where I'll be praising it all the way through. That may be something I'll consider in the future. I guess this will be it. I am signing out for now, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.